Today we're going to be unboxing the Fifine K688 dynamic microphone. So we will get right into it. I got this one because I was comparing it to my Rode pod mic that I have right here. So I thought this was a very similar comparison. This was really intriguing to me because there is now USB functionality with this. So I can record this with my laptop for work events and other things quite easily. Right now with my Rode pod mic, I am recording it off this device, and sometimes for work, that's just not going to happen. So I just record off my laptop audio. So this was something that was pretty versatile, where I could use this for podcasting. I can use it for work. It gives me a lot more functionalities for it than this one. Now, Rode has come out with the USB-C Rode pod mic, but I don't have that one to testing today. So this is something very similar. So the Fifine podcast microphone, you first open it up and you get the instructions. So it's pretty simple user guide. This one does have a detachable windscreen. So you do get a cable, what everyone's looking forward to, which is the microphone. Now, initially when I saw this, it looks like it's the Shure SM7B. It's definitely going after that look, definitely with this windscreen. But I really like how the Shure SM7B looks. So you can pull this windscreen off and you can see kind of what it looks like. You can put the windscreen on and it looks pretty sweet. Now, one thing I will say compared to the Rode pod mic that I have, this is very light compared to the Rode pod mic, but the Rode pod mic is also much heavier than a standard microphone. But I would say probably long term, the pod mic will hold up better. Right now, like what's holding this together here is a plastic piece, and this plastic piece is sturdy, but this knob obviously probably could break over time. The pod mic is just so heavily built that I wouldn't be concerned about it breaking. And this one also has better shock resistance than my pod mic, as you can see here. But also that's kind of reason for concern for it breaking down sooner than the Rode pod mic. So that's all you get out of the box. Initial thoughts are it looks really sweet and it's a little bit cheaper quality than the Rode pod mic. So we'll go ahead and test it, and I'll do a quick comparison compared to the Rode pod mic, and you can decide for yourself if this is a better purchase than the Rode pod mic. Okay, so right now we're recording off of the Rode pod mic, and right now we're recording off of the K688 Fifine microphone. So right now, initially, what I hear is a deeper bass from this Fifine microphone. Now we're back on the Rode pod mic. And the sound of it is just a little bit maybe more natural, a little bit less deeper bass from my initial thoughts. Now back on the Fifine K688, and it's not a huge difference. I have the microphones pretty much the same distance away, but I would say it's a little bit more heavy, more of a full voice, just an initial reaction from this unboxing. My settings are the same. They're both at 6. So sometimes with these dynamic microphones, some need a little bit more gain than others, but that's just something to consider just in my testing originally. But we'll test some plosives now. Peter, 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 Piper, Piper, Piper. Now I'm testing on the Rode pod mic. Peter, Peter, Peter. So now we'll also test how the shock mount works. So right now I'll just do some testing on the table. Not terrible. Pretty bad. And then we'll test around here. Not great. And then we'll test actually on the microphone, which is just absolutely horrendous. So now we're on the Rode pod mic. And now I'll test hitting it. I'm going to hit the table over here. And now I'm the stand that it's connected to. Now the microphone. And then the actual device. I do like it. It's a nice deep voice. I sound pretty crisp, but it is not as natural as the Rode pod mic as this initial testing has it. So yeah, now we're back on the Rode pod mic. And I do think the testing, it is a little natural, but to be honest, if you're just starting out, like these are not the highest end microphones, and you're going to be happy with either one. I would probably start with the cheapest one, to be honest. If you're just getting into these microphones, having an option to plug in a USB to your laptop and have this high quality audio coming like off your laptop just by plugging in a cable is really nice compared to having an interface that I have here for recording everything. So I do really like it. Overall reviews and initial thoughts, pretty much identical performance to the Rode PodMic. I would say it is a little bit deeper and has more full volume, but it also, that means you're kind of losing some actual natural voice, and that's something that you probably are getting with the Rode PodMic. I would say this is something that I would recommend and you pick up, but it would be for a beginner. Obviously, there's some better products out here, but for entry-level beginners, this is a pretty awesome product. I want to help you out just like I would my brother. I'll see you in the next video.